Welcome on into another home project, home improvement video. This one's going to be pretty quick, pretty straightforward. When we moved into the house, we determined we were going to keep the toilet, but replace the seat. When my wife went to clean the toilet, well, here's what she found. A little grosser than we really thought, so no surprise, we decided to replace it. We got a good deal on a reputable toilet from Ace Hardware with my wife's discount, and this was the process. Okay. All right, slight change of plan. The screws that hold the tank on are not rusted, but they are corroded and won't come off. So I will not be able to take that off. That's not a big deal, it just makes it heavier and a little harder to maneuver. But everything else is still going to be the same. So I don't need that. And I may need a bigger wrench. We'll see how this guy does. Okay, this one's coming off. Grody. I don't know what's on it, but
bleach your tools afterwards.
Yeah. Okay, so that one will come off. Hopefully this side's just as good. Okay. All right, just about there. Okay, while I'm finishing this, we have the wife go show you the new one.
Alright, so this is our new one. It's still in the box. Obviously it's supposed to have everything in it, but it's a nice Mansfield brand, ProFit 3, and it's elongated. And so we can do, yeah, so this is what our new toilet is supposed to look like, and I will show you when we start putting it in.
All right, it is a new day. Well, I should say a new night. It's the next day. I found that the toilet had something like this. This is a flange repair ring, and it's just in rough shape. So I had to get a new one. My wife's work didn't have any in stock. And so I ordered this off of Amazon. It was available for next day delivery. Clearly I got it. So I also got the screws I think I need, but I'm adding washers so that they don't pull through these holes, which is part of what happened with the old one, is only 2 of the 4 screws were holding. And so this should be pretty quick now to get this toilet put in. I am motivated because I kind of want to use it. So we'll get this put in with some new screws and hardware, and then, yeah, the rest should be pretty straightforward. All right, I was just going to put this in, but might as well let you go ahead and watch. All right, so here's the screws that were put in it. I don't know if this is rusted out or if that's by design, but and then these ones like broke from rust. One of them didn't even come out. In fact, when I tried to get it out, it just drove down even though I had the impact in reverse. So here is the old ring, or the old repair ring. So clearly the flange is in rough shape. but the new ring ought to handle it if I can get into some good wood with the screws. Okay, so I'm done with this one. I'm going to throw this away and then grab the vacuum up what I can here, put the new ring on. I don't want to handle my tools, power tools, with contaminated gloves, so I will try to use this hand to run the tool and use this one to touch anything down here. So let's just see how this is going to line up. Okay. Alright, we should be in good shape about like that. And if I can take the screws through the flanges. Alright, so here's my setup. I found some 2-inch exterior screws that should work really well. And I was going to use this washer, but I don't know if I can or if I need to. See, that's not the tightest fit. It would work, but that would work way better. Okay, all right. Let me get this kind of lined up here. And I'm kind of lining it up with the grooves from the old flange. So I think that will do it right there. Okay. So let's see here. Okay. That one drove well. Got some bite. Do the next one. We'll go kitty corner. Should be good right there. Yeah. All right, good. We got good bite, good connection. Grab the other two here. I am pleased these are actually lining up with different holes than the other ones that I pulled out from the other flange. Okay. There we go. Okay, that should be solid. Nice. Okay, ready for the flange bolts. And then the wax ring, and it should be ready to put the toilet on. Okay, we decided before putting the toilet in to go ahead and put some Kills primer on the wall. We are eventually going to remodel this bathroom, so we're not too concerned right now about getting, paint matching and everything else. We just wanted to stop some mold and stuff that seems to be going on in this wall. We're thinking that at some point there was a water leak that has been addressed. It was previously patched. You can see the discoloration over here. But whoever patched it just didn't do a great job. So we will eventually redo that. In the meantime, we just took care of this spot, and now we are ready to put the toilet in. I'm going to have the wife be my eyes. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm sure this is very exciting, but I am going to cut you off until I get these tight. And then when I go to put the tank on, I'll bring you back. All right, that is secured down. Time to add the tank. Sorry, I'm a little out of view here. All right, these are new to me. All I've ever experienced is like the big slotted screws, but these are like rubber ended. Hold on to these and then turn the plastic pieces underneath. So that's like super fancy in my opinion. All right, but also straightforward. There was also in the bag rubber gasket. I've already put that on, as you can see. So this should be pretty straightforward. The other stuff in here, the float and everything, are pre-installed. So here we go. Just line that up. Line up the holes. This is a compression fit. So as you tighten up the bolts, that rubber gasket flange squishes, compresses, and spreads out, and that's what does the seal. So put one of these here and one here. Looks like these are the same thing. They've got this rib right here that goes in. It's not very tight now, but I'm sure once you get pressure on it, it's gonna squeeze out and fill the gap. Third one is over here. Okay, we're looking pretty even with the wall. It's a much nicer experience working with a new toilet over a used toilet. This I don't mind touching.
It's clean.
Because I know there's nothing on it. Alright, now the trick with these is to tighten them down fairly evenly. So we'll do a couple turns on each one. Alright, I believe I have everything tightened down. Our water line is barely long enough, but I think it has been in a compressed position because the old toilet was slightly lower, and I think that it'll stretch and be just right, but it's like barely. But I've got it on, so the only thing to do is to turn it on and see what we got here. So watch for leaks down around here. Okay, I'm not getting any water around the water line.
See when dripping up.
So far, nothing under the tank. Okay. There is a water line level marked on the inside of the tank. And so, we'll see how close it gets on its factory setting. I need to make an adjustment. No water as of yet coming out any place it's not supposed to. And that stopped exactly on the water line. Like, that's perfect. Come on over, I'll show you. Water line mark. Water stopped right there. Okay. All right, well, now time to do a function test. Interesting. It only drained like half the water in the tank before it reset. That may be some type of adjustments that I will need to make. Yeah, because the bowl isn't filling up as much as we would like it. So we'll see if we can figure that out. But we've got no leaks, and the toilet is functioning the way it's supposed to. So I will tell you, this toilet is a Mansfield brand that we picked up from my wife's Ace Hardware. We looked at that one. We also looked at American Standard, several versions available at the big box stores. And a Google search indicated that the Mansfield was more basic, but also more reliable. So we liked that idea and decided to roll with that. So we got the one from Ace, and yeah, I think we're there. So yeah, we'll just figure out about the amount of water in the bowl. But other than that, this project's done. I think that I would feel comfortable using this at this point. So, and it's clean, so hopefully the wife will feel comfortable using it now too. All right, thanks for tuning in on this one. Stay tuned for our other projects coming up with this house. Stuff's going to be dropping pretty regularly, and we'll see you there.